welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different from focusing just on health. It's going to kind of just be following me through my day because today's actually my birthday. So I'm 24 today. I was born in 1996, so I just figured I'd go through my day and just show you the things that I'm doing. So right now I am going to attempt to do the trending whipped coffee thing, and then later I plan on baking and cooking a little bit more, and then my boyfriend Ross is coming over a little later so you guys can meet him. And yeah, keep watching if you want to join me for my day and see how I spend my birthday. So right now I'm going to make the whipped coffee thing because I figured it would be a good way to start the day. Except the fun of everyone panic buying, and not even just panic buying, of just buying random food things to experiment with or try to make, means, yeah, the store I went to was out of instant coffee. So I'm going to attempt to do this with instant espresso. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to kind of mess with the proportions just because I'm afraid of just bouncing off the walls and having like an extreme amount of caffeine. So we'll see if this works, because I kind of doubt it will, but who knows. Figured I'd try it. Something to do. If nothing else, I can use the extra espresso powder to make tiramisu or something. But yeah, and I didn't specifically look up a recipe, but I've seen enough people make videos that everyone kind of has their own proportions anyway. What I'm going to attempt is doing 2 tablespoons of the hot water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a half a tablespoon of espresso powder to start and see what that gives me. So I'm doing about half a tablespoon of the espresso powder, and that's the kind I got. And then 2 tablespoons of just regular sugar, which is, at least to me, seems like a lot, but we'll see. And then 2 tablespoons of hot water. And I will see you in a couple minutes. If nothing else, this is giving me a good arm workout. So the consistency I have right now is like, it's pretty thick, makes some strands. I think I'm flinging coffee everywhere. I think I'm gonna leave it with that, because I feel like that's a decent consistency. Also, in case you could read it, my coffee mug says, "Life is tough. I recommend getting a manicure and a really cute helmet." Right now I can't really get a manicure, but you can do one at home. But my mom got this for me. Pretty sure that was after I got my skull fracture, so yeah, that says a little bit about my family's sense of humor, if nothing else does. Putting this in a Starbucks cup that I had from the other day when I got free coffee, because yay, healthcare worker. Because like the 5th Starbucks I tried to go to finally was open. All of the rest of them were temporarily closed, which makes me sad, but it's not like I necessarily needed it, but I was out at the grocery store and they had one in the grocery store that was open. So ice. A little bit of milk, I say a little bit as if it doesn't take up most of the cup, but did that much milk. And we'll see if I can do this without making a complete mess. Okay, and so this is what the finished product looks like. What I find mildly entertaining is this looks pretty much like the reverse of my usual Starbucks drink, which is an iced caramel clad macchiato. So usually there's like a bit of espresso at the bottom and then a huge like cloud foam thing. It's like a cold foam. So it's milk, and I think there's like a meringue powder or something that they use with it too. I've tried to make ones like it at home. It's a work in progress, but we'll see how this is. Stir it up. It's pretty good. I feel like it would be better with the coffee powder versus, or the instant coffee versus the instant espresso powder, but it's not bad. Very frothy, which I enjoy. Really creamy from the milk. Yeah. Would I make it again? Probably. If it wasn't like right after an arm workout or something. Otherwise I could use my electric mixer. I just figured it'd be more fun to use my whisk. Yeah. Highly recommend you try it out if you can find coffee powder or espresso powder or anything. I feel like with the espresso powder, doing the half tablespoon with the 2 tablespoons of sugar worked out really well. Yeah. I was thinking about using less sugar, but I didn't want the proportions to be too off where it didn't really give me much. But overall, I'd say 8.5, 9 out of 10 on the coffee rating scale. I don't know. As far as iced coffee, I'm not usually a huge iced coffee person, even though logic, my favorite drink is an iced drink. But as far as iced coffee goes, I'd say this is probably one of my favorites. So yeah, I'd probably make it again. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, on that note, I will see you later, probably when I start baking or like making the dough for my orange cinnamon rolls. So, see you later. Okay, so me again. Ignore the dishwasher running in the background. In my head, I kind of changed the rating to like 9 out of 10. But then once I got to like about here-ish, somewhere around in here, it just got to be kind of like I was only drinking foam, but it wasn't like I hadn't mixed all of the coffee foam stuff in well, because it was. But this foam doesn't really have much flavor. Like, it's just kind of a milky foam that's cold. I don't know. Like, it isn't awful, but I don't necessarily care to keep drinking just half tasteless foam. I don't know. Maybe it's just that it's not as strong as like the more coffee part that it's separated to the bottom. Part of me is debating like seeing if I can just stir in a tiny bit more espresso powder and see if that like flavors the foam. But I feel like that would be even worse. I feel like it wouldn't mix in well. So probably done with this. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to binge watching Hope Scope on YouTube because I'm currently obsessed with activewear and she's amazing and love her channel, so highly recommend you check her out. And yeah, see you later. Hi, that was loud. Well, not really, but a little bit. So it is a couple hours later and I'm going to start getting the dough for the orange cinnamon rolls ready. It's like 45-ish minutes-ish. Can I say ish enough times? Until Ross gets here. So I'm gonna try to get this started. Then once my dough is ready, start making the manicotti. And some people are asking me like on Messenger already, wait, it's your birthday, why are you the one cooking? I like cooking and I've been working most of the last week, so I haven't really had a chance to cook or bake or do anything fun and exciting that I like to do. So I am going to do what I enjoy doing, which is cooking and baking and sharing that with someone that I care about. So I'm not sure if I'll end up speeding this part up because otherwise that would be a very long video, but let's get started. First I am zesting and oranging. That's not what I mean to be doing. Zesting and juicing an orange, because orange cinnamon rolls. Because I personally like the orange cinnamon rolls that like come in the can, so I'm curious of how like homemade ones actually taste. So let's get started. And that's a very stiff band-aid. So, because it's not one of the fabric ones that I thought it was when I opened it. So that'll be interesting to try to zest with. I don't know why every time I end up like zesting my hand, but apparently that's something I need to work on more. Okay. So now we have steps 1 and 2, and we're gonna skip a few and do the 99, 100 later, so that way you can see more of the dough. Okay. Not necessarily exactly the way the recipe said, but have my dough ball. I'm going to spray a bowl with some cooking spray just so it doesn't stick, and then let it proof for an hour or two, just depends on how big it's getting. It's kind of colder out, so who knows, we'll see. And yes, on top of my fridge is where I normally end up putting things to proof, just because I figure heat rises and it's one of the higher places in my apartment. So we're going with it. On that note, I'm going to clean up a little bit and then start making my manicotti while that proofs. Okay, so updates. Now I'm working on the manicotti. So first thing, preheat oven to 400. I'm getting some water boiling to cook the noodles in. And then in a pan, I'm just sauteing up some onion, garlic, and a big package of baby kale. And then I'll add, once that's all wilted down and cooked, I'll add all of that plus like ricotta and some other ingredients into a food processor, whip that all up, and stuff it into my manicotti. And there's a sauce that goes on top too, but we will get to that. So I will come back to you when I'm ready to put everything into the food processor. So I'm just gonna, and right there, I spy a very attractive man walking up that is definitely my boyfriend. I saw him driving up, but there wasn't any parking. So I'm just going to creep on him because I feel the need to. Okay, this is Ross. This is the person I was like creeping on through the window because...
Very stealthily.
Yeah, he didn't know I was doing that, which I wouldn't have been surprised considering I like open and shut my window in order to figure out like the best way to do so and creep. But Ross, boyfriend, me, I was just doing that to like pet your face and be awkward, but I mean that works.
Yes.
I won't complain about getting a kiss out of it. So update of what is in my glorious food processor. So I'm going to just do, there's the spinach, or not spinach, baby kale, onion, garlic mixture thing, bunch of Parmesan, bunch of ricotta, bunch of mozzarella hiding somewhere in there. I think it's on this side. There's the mozzarella. And a bunch of peas. And some basil too. So, what are you doing to my cat?
I'm holding her! It's okay. If you hold a shark like this, they're supposed to go unconscious.
That does not happen with a cat.
I mean, evidently not. Don't eat my bracelet. It's Stone. Is baby now. She settled down. See, it works. She's slowly going to sleep. She is a baby shark.
I mean, she won't go to sleep like that, but she doesn't
Baby
necessarily.
shark do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my noodles are apparently done. So, yeah, I will get back to you when I'm doing more stuff, because that beeping's probably annoying. Bye. Okay, so pan is liberally buttered, and thumb almost got stuck. That would not be enjoyable. Giant bag of mush stuff. So this is the ricotta and basil and mozzarella and peas and kale mixture, all of that whirled up in a food processor and then just put into this bag because I do not have any piping bags and they were out of them at the store. So it's like a big gallon-sized bag with the corner snipped. And then we take the manicotti that were cooked up and then I just ran some cold water over it to make it so they didn't turn to mush. And then you squeeze a bunch of it into the thing. And then it goes like that. And then, feel like I'm milking an udder over here. And then squeeze it into the other side. And the shell cracked a little bit, but it's fine. It's probably slightly hollow in the middle, but it is what it is. And then fill up the rest of them. I'm trying not to have this just spill all over the place. Nope. Instead it's split all over the place. That one's definitely hollow in the middle.
The cooking process will level it out.
Possibly. If not, the eating process will.
To the stomach, everything is blended.
He's distracting me and making me react with gross comments. Save me, please. I'm just gonna hide now.
There is no hiding from your audience.
Which, on that note, that reminds me of an amazing quote from, so, you know how I said I was binge watching Hope Scope YouTube videos? Yeah, there was one video where she said, oh, I wrote it down. I don't want to mess it up because it was perfect and amazing and I loved it and just phenomenal quote. This probably looks weird that I'm just holding it, but we're going with it.
It's a good handheld snack.
That's not filled.
It's like an open burrito. It's an open Italian burrito.
Okay, So, the Hope Scope quote from today. At this point, my credit card is just sitting at the bottom of my purse in the fetal position, begging for mercy. That's what that little mini fetal position reminded me of, but perfect quote. Made me so happy. Not that my credit card is ever like that, but my bank account sometimes is. Especially with late night, sleep deprived Gymshark purchases. Yeah.
They are quite the impulse buy.
Well, I mean, I love them and I will use them and am very happy I got them. But ouch.
But in the moment.
But ouch.
Yeah, work it.
Such a weirdo. For those of you that know me, yeah, we're both weirdos. I'm gonna see if I can shimmy some of this filling down so
Get like a spoon.
but it has a hollow part.
Oh yeah, baby bird those. Manicotti. Oh, you get a rupture.
And I'm gonna baby bird this. Oh, jeez. We're just gonna pretend. Hold on. So you guys can see this. This is gonna fail. Turn this over and it's just like all ruptured, but we're just gonna go with it. And it's extremely ruptured now, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. College student motto.
Just hide your mistakes and no one will find them.
I'm just gonna squeeze the extra of this because why not? Neat. Gotta get all that kale. More accurately, Wisconsin, all that cheese. Cheese, 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 cheese. Everything's better with a handful of cheese. Don't quote me on that because some things definitely are not, but most things are.
Lemonade.
I vote he's not allowed to talk for the rest of the episode. Like, oh. Do you want any of this?
I mean, maybe for breakfast. That might actually be good on toast. I don't know, it's worth a try.
Okay. There you go.
If it is, you know how I want to go.
With cheese?
No.
Are you going to enlighten us?
Oh, I've told you about my funeral plans.
Isn't it like going on a boat or something?
No, that's a traditional Viking funeral. Mine
I don't remember.
is far more labor intensive and, in some people's opinion, disturbing.
I feel like I remember you telling me, but I don't remember what it actually was.
To begin with, I will be skinned.
Oh, yep, I remember that part.
After that, my internals, the parts that aren't donated to people who need them, hospital organs and stuff, will be cremated. The ash will then be added to molten iron to create crucible steel, which will be forged into a sword. The sword hilt will be made of solid metal with several dents in it. What are those dents for, you ask? My descendants. As they die, they too will be cremated, their ashes compacted into gemstones, which will then be inlaid into the family sword. That family sword will then be held aloft by the taxidermied version of me from my own skin.
Yep, now I remember that. No.
Yes.
Veto. That's not the right size blood, is it?
It'll be the best show and tell gift thing ever.
Why do I date you?
Because we like each other and we have good times together. You're pretty.
Okay, I like you.
Because we throw axe good.
You throw axe good. I know throw axe good.
I can teach you throw axe good.
Okay, you can turn it off now. Alright, okay, so now that they are all very not prettily stuffed, yes, prettily is now a word because I say so, now I shall make the fontina fonduta sauce, which is milk, heavy whipping cream, fontina cheese, parmesan, basil, and mozzarella. Which I do not have quite that much mozzarella, but oh well, because there's enough cheese and fat and yumminess in it, so it's fine, whatever. And I will see you back here after. So yeah, in summary, there's a lot of cheese in this, but it's good. I'm gonna clean up the edges a little bit and then put it in the oven. I wanna say it's like 35 minutes. I don't know, we'll see.
Check on it as needed.
Yeah, I'm going by the recipe, which I'll post in the description box. All of the recipe for today, I'll tag in the description box if I can. But yeah, bake this until it's nice and golden brown and done and amazing looking, and I'll check back in. In the meantime, I'm going to start rolling out the cinnamon rolls and getting those ready, and those need to proof a little bit longer, and then those will go in the oven. So I'm excited for all of this deliciousness that I will hopefully be able to eat soon. Okay, so now that's rolled out, it is roughly rectangular, so we're going with it. It'll work, it'll taste the same, it's fine. And then I'm going to spread some butter on it, sprinkle on some brown sugar and cinnamon, and get them ready. Okay, and then going to roll these up the best that we can, which isn't great, but it's fine. The end ones will be a little skinny. Rolling, rolling, just keep rolling. And these are all just going to proof into each other, but it's fine. Okay, and now that the kitchen is slightly cleaned up and not quite as much of a disaster zone, ignore the dishwasher running, the manicotti just came out of the oven. Also exposing myself a little with how much stuff I store on top of my fridge. It's a tiny kitchen, judge me. The cinnamon buns are still proofing. That plate I vote looks fantastic. Those are the rent of the litter.
B team.
Yeah,
B
yep. But in other news, look at those.
What are those?
They look fantastic in my opinion, and I'm excited, and I'm going to chow into that now. So I will see you guys later. We'll probably I'm gonna bake the cinnamon rolls after they proof a little bit longer, and then a little later we'll probably watch some Altered Carbon, maybe a movie. We'll see what the night brings. I'm probably going to talk Ross into giving me more of a neck rub / back massage, because tension headaches are fun when you can't go get massages from your normal masseuse. Yeah, so we will see you later. Yeah, this kind of ended up being more of just me baking and cooking all day, but hey, it's what I wanted to do for my birthday, and it's fine. I'm fine. Especially considering I can't necessarily do too much else because isolation and stay at home and all of that fun stuff that everyone's kind of dealing with right now. I could have done like Zoom friend video calls. Did I say Zoom or Zoom? Either way, you know what I mean. But it just didn't end up happening, and I'll probably end up doing a bigger celebration like later in the year, but who knows, we'll see.
After this time of plague is done.
But who knows, I probably won't even be thinking about that by that point, so who knows? Maybe this year's birthday just a loss other than cooking and spending time with amazing person. But yeah, see you later. Okay, and so the manicotti were delicious, FYI, in my opinion anyway. Russ agreed at one point.
They were quite delicious.
He says yes. And I baked off the cinnamon rolls and then just did a quick glaze. That one definitely looks better than that, but my masterpiece. I probably am going to sign off here just because I'd like to, one, be able to take my contacts out because my eyes are not happy with me anymore. And two, I don't know, just be able to spend some time with Ross. Sorry, this kind of just ended up being a what I eat on my birthday kind of vlog, but oh well. I still think it's kind of fun. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe no one will watch it. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic day and aren't going to stir crazy at home. Maybe this will give you some inspiration to cook a little or bake or who knows, play some card games. We might do that too. Either play like Flux or Phase 10 or card game Monopoly. There are a few ones that I've been enjoying. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other couple videos. I'm hoping to continue posting like at least 2 a month. We'll see if I get better with making more. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.